Kutztown Live. Kutztown University Campus's campus and community interest radio magazine. You can call Kutztown Live at 610-683-4859. And now, your host for Kutztown Live, Juliana Jablonski.
Good afternoon and welcome to Kutztown Live, Kutztown University's campus and community talk show. I am your host, Juliana Jablonski. Thank you for tuning in with me this afternoon. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, and if you're in the Kutztown area, I hope you were able to stop by the block party and able to walk up and down Main Street to see all the vendors and such. There was lots of food, games, and free stuff. It was super cool for me because I was able to actually see a few people that I interviewed here on Kutztown Live. I was able to see Kevin McCloskey, a writer we had on the show a little bit earlier this semester. Him and a few other authors were out on the street autographing their books. Also, we had Ellen Overcast on the show. She is the owner of Dream Vacations, and I saw her out there and even got my own Dream Vacations mug and water bottle, so that's super cool. And it was really neat for me seeing the people of the community that I have interviewed out and doing their thing. So today on the show, we have our reoccurring guest, Lori D'Onofrio-Galli from the Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce. She's always keeping us up to date about all of the events and activities that are going on within the chamber. And as always, she has brought along with her a special guest. Today, she brought along Sherry Christman from Elite Business Solutions. Also, our producer Mike has a special interview with a K alum that will also be going on the show this afternoon. But here with me now is Lori D'Onofrio-Galli and her special guest this afternoon, Sherry Christman. Hello and welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Juliana. We're pleased to be here again, and I look forward in a few minutes to introducing Sherry Christman and telling you about her involvement in the chamber. First, I'd like to tell our listeners about some upcoming events with the chamber, and we are nearing the end of our chamber meeting season, which is May, but we will continue through spring and summer with some special networking activities. Coming up on Saturday, May 6th, right here in Kutztown, we will be conducting a grand opening and ribbon cutting ceremony for the Northeastern EMS, and that is located at 220 Maple Street. So we look forward to working with that organization, and we invite the community, chamber members, and guests to that event. Then, following that event, about a week and a half later on May 19th, we will have our final breakfast program of the season. Again, this is open to the community. We often have members bringing guests to our breakfast programs, and our topic that day will be an education forum, and the meeting will be held at the Lions Fire Company. Doors open at 7:30 as usual. And then in mid-June on the 21st, we will be hosting our third Working Lunch series, and this topic will be protecting your business. It will be held in downtown Kutztown at the Main Street Inn, and it will be catered by Wholesome Food and Farm Catering. All of our events can be found at our website at northeastberkschamber.com, and if you have any questions and would like to call me directly at the chamber, the number is 610-683-8860. Now I'd like to introduce one of my favorite people, Sherry Christman, who is very engaged in our chamber activities as a volunteer and a great support to all of our programs and projects. Sherry will tell us when she started her business, but I know she's been involved with the chamber for a few years prior to my coming, and in fact, she used to work at the chamber, so she's very knowledgeable about all of our activities. This year, in 2017, Sherry is the chairperson of the Shining Star Event Committee, and that event will be held at the end of September, as it is annually. She's also on the Development Committee and supports us with bookkeeping services as well. So I'd like to introduce you to Sherry Christman, Elite Business Solutions. Sherry.
Thank you so much for having me today. I'm very honored to be here. My business started back in May of 2012. My dad had passed away in February of that year, and I had lost my job in May of that year. And my husband said to maybe look into starting a business. He'd known I'd always wanted to start a business, and he said, now's the time to give it a try. And if it works, great. If not, I just go back to working for somebody else full time. I've been very blessed and fortunate. It's working, and it's exciting to see that I'm 5 years into it and still going strong. So I'm so happy.
Sherry, how many people are employed by you right now?
It's kind of a mix. I have my mom and my daughter that help me with some admin stuff, and then I have 2 ladies, Burl and Colleen, that help me as well. And they put probably 15 hours each in. And my mom and my daughter Sabrina will help out whenever I need.
And I know that your business has been growing recently. And in the last 5 years, how has the Chamber helped you to grow your business and attain some additional clients?
With all the advertising opportunities that are reasonably cost through the Chamber, that has been huge. I take full advantage of all the opportunities through the Chamber that I can, because being a small business and pretty much just being me, I have no financial supporters or backers for my company. I find it very affordable to get the business name out through the Chamber.
Now, we know that in 2016, you were recognized as Entrepreneur of the Year at the Shining Star event. Give the listeners an idea of what types of bookkeeping services you provide, and if you do that for both small and larger companies.
So the bookkeeping piece of the business, we do mainly for small to medium-sized businesses. And I always like to tell anyone that I speak to that we kind of customize it to what their needs are. So some clients only want us for the payables. Some want us to do all the day-to-day tasks, meaning, write up letters to their customers, send out statements to their customers, journal entries, bank reconciliations. We try to fit into everybody's budget and their wants or the needs that they are looking to fill. My goal is always to help another business owner out and free their time up so that they can focus on growing their business and not be in it doing the day-to-day tasks.
Recently myself becoming more acquainted with bookkeeping services at the Chamber, I can see that there must be a real need for your services.
Yeah. Surprisingly, a lot of people try to do it on their own, and it works well in the beginning, and then they find that they're not keeping up, so then they tend to fall behind. My suggestion is, before you get to that point, maybe bring in an outside person to see how to set up QuickBooks properly, or whatever the accounting package is that you're using, how to set it up properly, and train you a little bit, and then try it on your own. And if you find that you still can't keep up, then maybe outsource your bookkeeping.
You're absolutely a QuickBooks expert. I know that firsthand. Sherry, how can our listeners get in touch with you and learn more about your services?
Our office number is 610-462-5453, and we have a website. I recently launched a brand new website. It's www.elitebizsolutions4u.com. And on there you'll find links to the Chamber's website, my Facebook page, and the LinkedIn page for the company as well.
I know that you're also involved in community efforts, particularly Relay for Life. Would you like to share information about that?
Sure. My mom, Sabrina, my daughter, and I have been doing the Relay for Life of Kutztown for the last 5 years. This year it's being held on KU's property, June 2nd through the 3rd, from 3 o'clock in the afternoon to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The theme this year is school days, so there's a lot of activities, food. Anybody's welcome to come out, walk a few laps with us, say hi, participate in the activities. Our team name is Hope, Believe, Dream, and it's just a team of 3, so we'd love to have you and walk some laps with us.
And I know that you've been involved with some fundraisers right now leading up to that event.
Yes, we twice a year we do a Friendlies fundraising night at the Friendlies in Trexlertown in March and October, and they donate a certain percentage of the sales during the 3-hour time slot to our team name. So the fundraising is throughout the year, but that's probably our main one. The Relay also offers other fundraising opportunities that we take advantage of. Right now we have the lotto calendars that we sell for $5, and there's different days you win different amounts on those.
Mm-hmm. So in closing, is there anything else you'd like to say about the Chamber in terms of your involvement and how it's really, helped you to develop your business?
I would like to say that it has developed me probably as a person also, along with the business. I tend to be a really shy person, get very nervous speaking in front of people, and I've seen myself grow throughout the 5 years. Now you can't seem to shut me up, so I'm more comfortable speaking in front of larger groups, which has been a huge obstacle for me, and I'm excited about that.
You're one of our members who participates in almost everything that we do.
Yeah,
round
I try.
tables, lunches, breakfast meetings. And so I think it is important to get involved and meet people and take advantage of whatever opportunities, but also many free resources.
Absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
can support your efforts.
Yes.
Well, I just have a few questions for you, Sherry, while you're here. First off, thank you so much for coming on to the show this afternoon. But I think for some of the people who don't exactly know what your business is, do you want to explain a little bit more about what you do and what all the services that you offer are?
Sure. So we offer bookkeeping for small to medium-sized businesses and payroll. And payroll can be any size entity. That actually started after I had started the bookkeeping part of the business. And we can do pretty much anything that an accountant would do. We don't do taxes. We leave that to the tax experts. But we do the accounts payable, accounts receivable, bank reconciliations, journal entries. We work really well with tax accountants. They tend to not want to do the day-to-day tasks. They like everything nice in a report and hand it to them. We tend to get shoe boxes full of receipts or just a bundle of papers, and we organize it, sort it out, and get a system in place and then maintain that system for them. So it's less painful during tax season for our clients.
And what interested you in this kind of field? What was the initial thought to get into it?
Actually, high school. I thought I was going to be a nurse, and then I realized I can't stand the sight of blood. So I got introduced to accounting, just basic accounting in high school, and it has just been a passion and just stuck with me. I went to school for it, and ever since I was probably 16, I've been doing something, 12, because we delivered newspapers when I was young. So I was always financially involved somewhere along the line.
Mm-hmm. And so for you, what is like a typical day in the life at work?
Typical day. It's exciting. Every day is different. Because I deal with a lot of variety in the industries of my clients, I get to know their industries. So every day is different because it depends on who I'm working on. But mainly it's just inputting the information into, like Lori said, the QuickBooks. A lot of my clients use QuickBooks. Keeping track of that. Sometimes we have to make some phone calls out to the clients because we might not have all the pieces of information that we need to get the job done. So we track down what we can. And then just mainly hammering it out and running reports and making sure that the numbers make sense. Especially getting a new client, they might have something in the wrong category. So then we correct it so that the numbers are good numbers that they're reading so that their financial reports are good.
All right, and I know you announced this a little bit ago, but just to kind of reiterate it as things are closing here, your website and phone number to contact you?
The website is www.elitebiz, that's B-I-Z, solutions, the number 4, the letter U.com. And the office number is 610-462-5453.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in. And Lori, this might be the last time I see you before summer begins.
That makes me very sad, Juliana.
I'll
see you in September, as the song goes, right?
Yes,
I hope so.
I do plan on being back here again next year for Kutztown Live. And thank you again to Sherry Chrisman of Elite Business Solutions for coming in to tell us a little bit about what you do. And we will be back with more of Kutztown Live after this short break and Mike Gregg's interview with a KU alum.
If your walls could talk, what would they say?
I have held the same mirror for 13 years.
I have been decorated with purple dinosaurs, baseball teams, and football helmets.
I have witnessed 33 Thanksgiving dinners and 1 wedding proposal.
I have tiny notches marking the growth of 3 children.
I have caused a learning disability.
I am the reason that a 5th grader simply can't sit still.
I am responsible for a 5-year-old's rage.
Just because you can't see lead paint doesn't mean it's not on walls, doors, windows, and sills. Today, lead paint poisoning affects over 1 million children. If your home was built before 1978, your family could be at risk. Let's make all kids lead-free kids. Log on to leadfreekids.org or call 800-424-LEAD.
I am the reason a child has trouble hearing.
If your walls could talk, what would they say?
Brought to you by the Coalition to End Childhood Lead Poisoning, EPA, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Ahoy, ye mateys! Now I know you probably think a pirate like me with a peg leg and an eye patch is in search of me buried treasure, but 'tis not so, me mateys. My brave crew and I have pledged to plunder no more until we clean up all the garbage that comes out here from land. Why, just today, I found an aluminum can that said soda pop from the mountaintop. Somebody probably threw it on the ground and it washed into a drain pipe and into a river and into the ocean. Now I've got the best crew in the 7 seas. Hooray! But we can't do it all ourselves. Not on our own. Lend us a hand by always recycling and disposing of your trash properly. To learn more about keeping oceans clean, visit keepoceansclean.org. Tarnation. I mean, keepoceansclean.org.
Right? That's keepoceansclean.org.
Yeah, what he said. Brought to you by the Keep Oceans Clean Alliance and the Ad Council.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician. This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really? He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner?
See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.